Honestly, in my opinion, this is a simp song. This is a simp song all the way. Let me start it off. Babyface, soon as I get home. Hey, come here for a second. I don't like the way he treats you. He doesn't deserve you. He really don't. What kind of man would leave you standing in the cold? Must have been a silly one to sacrifice a pot of gold. There we go. You're the kind of woman that needs a man that's always there. It's not that you require a lot, just need some tender love and care, girl. I give good love. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too. Yeah. Soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your rent. Your faithful lover. Ooh, baby. Soon as I get home from work, girl, I'll treat you right. Let's see. And I'll never lie. Okay. For all that it's worth, I give good love. Now, he say good love a whole bunch in this song.
He does.
I
He
give
does.
good love,
He be lying to
good
himself.
love, good love, good love, girl. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you should have a broken heart. If I were the only one, I'd never let you fall apart. Here we go. You're the kind of woman that needs a man with lots of cash. Pay attention to that. With a stack of major credit cards. And with me, you don't have to ask. I give good love. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too. Ooh, baby. Soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your rent. Your faithful lover. As soon as I get home from work, girl, I'll treat you right and I'll never lie or flirt. Girl, I'll never mess around. No. Soon as I get home from work, I'm coming straight home to you, baby. Girl, I'll be around, never let you down. There we go. For all it's worth, I give good love. Good love, good love, good love, good love. Oh, I give good love, good love, good love, good love, good love. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner too. Yeah. Soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your rent. Your faithful lover. Soon as I get home, girl, I'll treat you right. I'll never lie, flirt. He just repeats the same thing. And I'll never, ever mess around. Soon as I get home from work, good love, good love. I'll give you good love, good love, good love, good love. That's how the song ends. All right. Now, let me get into my conflicts on that. All right. My first conflict is if he has stated that he's always going to be there, how is he going to make enough cash that you talked about in the song? And how is he going to make
that, man? You thinking?
Yeah, exactly. How is he going to make enough cash that you talked about in the song? And how is he going to make enough money to pay off all the major credit cards?
You don't know this man's schedule. How you going to come at this man like that, right? You don't know.
He's in the real estate.
Yeah, you don't know what this man can do. You know, he don't have to. What makes you think he got to have a job that he have to work overtime in order to, to provide what he was trying to provide, man?
You know what? That's true. That's true. That's true. But here's the thing. It may not even be overtime at all. Say, for instance, he's in an executive position.
Mm-hmm.
If he's an exec, he ain't got time to come home and cook you dinner all the time. All right? And pay your rent and pick out your clothes and buy them. And you know what? Oh, listen, let me not get started. So if he don't work overtime, he must be an exec to make a whole bunch of money and pay off all the major credit cards that you don't even have to ask about. All right.
And let me just jump in on Team Jermaine, because I'm with you on that. Think about it. Not everybody who's listening to his song, that's grooving to his song, are execs. They probably do have to work overtime. So they're not going to be able to, and the point that Jermaine has made even in this conversation is that did Babyface set us up? Did Babyface set us salaried workers up? And I think there's reason I think we can have that argument, man. I think not everybody's an exec. Not everybody got 3 cameras like Jermaine. I'm still rocking with I still got to mess around with my lighting, man. I still got to do light
Hey, you ain't see Brother Harrison, the Harrison family values down there with the side eye camera, man.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. I saw that. He threw that out there. Like, man, come on, bro. I'm still rocking one cam, bro.
I love that.
Yeah,
But look,
go ahead, man. Listen. That's my one conflict. My second conflict is this. He has to make. Listen, here's the thing. He has to make good money.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be good in bed. No, not just good, great in bed. He has to be able to cook and be able to make her the center of his attention. I'm sorry, y'all. Dudes like that don't exist. All right, and I'm not gonna jump into that, any further. I want to leave that further on in the discussion. I just know this: that's a high bill for somebody to have to foot. Have to make a lot of money, be great in bed, and you got to know how to cook.
Yeah.
And you have to make her the apple of your eye. All right,
Wait.
man. Now listen. If that's not high expectations, now I know one thing. I know standards are one thing, but these lofty, grandiose expectations, we got to talk about.
Yeah, because it's either it's high expectations or unrealistic expectations. You can have some high expectations that's attainable. Then there's unrealistic expectations.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right? And then here's the thing, right? Let's say you have a guy that does all those things. The odds are, right, they're running from the police and they're about to get caught soon, and you're about to be alone anyway because you're gonna be spending 2 to 10,
No, not 2 to 10.
2 to 10.
Oh
Off
no.
the rip. So chances are, if he's able to do all those things, yeah, he's on the run. He's on the run, or he's a Tinder swindler.
Oh no.
That or
Exactly.
that.
Come on.
One or
Help
the other.
Help Mama Remote is right. She is saying unrealistic. It is. This stuff is crazy, y'all. But listen, don't tell the chicks who grew up in the 90s who end up in the drought. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them. Matter of fact, Dre.
I know what I want. I deserve it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
I deserve it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right, exactly. What's wrong with having desires? Ain't nothing wrong with having desires.
Yeah.
Just make sure they're realistic.
Yeah.
Dre, you go ahead. You second, bro.
So I had to change it up because I got to be honest. The song that I picked, reading the lyrics, I like the lyrics and I sing it to my wife. So the initial song was "With You" by Tony Terry, but I'm like, there really ain't nothing wrong with that song lyrically. That's a man that's in love with his lady and he's not trying to front in the lyrics. He's just saying like, when I'm with you, it's for real. Why do people stop and stare and smile at us? Because I ain't gonna front. Like when I'm with my lady, that happens all the time. Like people be stopping and staring, and then I look at her when it happens, and you know what I start doing? That Tony Terry falsetto. So I can't front. All right. But I wanted to pick a different song, and I'm hoping that you guys didn't pick it. I wanted to do "Forever My Lady" by Jodeci.
Oh,
okay.
Because it starts off.
That's a good one.
It starts off extremely problematic. It starts off like really crazy, right?
Hit it. Let's go.
Okay. So it says forever, forever, forever. So you're having my baby. That's how it starts. All right.
Okay.
So you're having my baby. All right. No sense of my wife, nothing like that. So you're having my baby, and it means so much to me. This part is dope. There's nothing more precious than to raise a family. If there's any doubt in your mind, you can count on me. I will never let you down. Lady, believe in me. Now here's the thing, like some of the lyrics is like, oh wow, this is still beautiful, Dre. You sure? But then subliminally inside woven inside some of the lyrics, we'll get there. You and I will never fall apart. You and I, and you know what, as I'm reading it, right, I'm hearing JoJo sing it and Casey sing it, like Casey sing it, and I want to do it. I want to sing it, but I don't want your viewers to like leave. So I want.
No, we dropping dollars, man. We're gonna drop super chats.
Oh, word! I'll sing, especially if my boy's getting paid. All right, so you and I will never fall apart. You and I, we knew right from the start, baby. The day we fell so far in love, now our baby is born healthy and strong. Now our dreams are reality. Forever, my lady, it's like a dream. You're holding you close, keeping. Now, and that's the thing, right? Like, it goes into so you're having my baby, and I just gotta read the lyrics, and then we're gonna go into the problems.
Yeah.
Forever, my lady, it's like a dream. I'm holding you close, you're keeping me warm. You're keeping me warm. If this is ecstasy, forever, my lady, I say just what I mean, forever and ever. I pray is what I see. Can you picture my lady, this empty scene? There's no me or no you. What will we do? An awful sight to me. If I ever lose you, tell me where would I go?
Oh, wow.
Life would have no meaning, and I pray that you will always stay with me. You and I will never fall apart, baby. You and I said we knew right from the start. The day we fell so far in love, now a baby is born, healthy and strong. Now our dreams are reality. Forever, my lady, it's like a dream. I'm holding you close. You're keeping me warm. If this is ecstasy, forever, my lady. I say just what I mean, forever and ever. I pray is what I see. Lady, you and I will never fall apart. No, no. You and I say we made it. And I say we made it from the start. The day we fell so far in love. Now a baby is born, so healthy and strong. Now my dreams are reality. Yeah, forever, my lady. Ah, yeah, baby. Forever, my lady. Woo-oo. Said I pray every night. Baby. And forever, my lady. And every day of the week. Now, first off, this song is all over the place.
It is.
It starts off with, so you have my baby, right?
Right.
No mention of marriage. It's just, hey, either way, you have my baby, right? And then you go into the first stanza, and then you go into the chorus and whatnot. And then it goes into that part where he talks about her leaving and how desperate he gets.
Mm-hmm.
How desperate he gets because, first off, like you're talking about, you're having my baby. You know, I'm holding you close and you're keeping me warm. Like, it's like this song has a lot of dependency on a man's happiness centered around this woman.
Yes.
This woman.
Look, the thing that jumped out to me, bro, is, I mean, if I could say is, listen, if I ever lose you, like, life will have no meaning.
No meaning.
Life had no meaning.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Listen, man, I don't know who.
Tell me where would I go?
Yeah, where would I go?
Where would I go?
You know, like the dude sound like Peter.
Wait a minute.
When it's like y'all going, when Jesus asked the disciples, "Are y'all gonna leave me too?" And Peter was like, "Where we gonna go, Jesus?
Where we gonna go?
We're gonna go.
Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead."
Wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. Cause don't act like so my wife, right?
Yeah.
If I lose her, you gonna tell me that I'm not gonna feel that to the point that it feels like life has no meaning? Now remember, as an artist, I'm painting a picture, right? And I need you to feel the desperation that I would feel if she leaves. And if she leaves, my feeling, I would feel like that. So you telling me, wait, Jermaine, you gonna honestly today and tell me you're not gonna feel like that? Harrison Family Values, you're not gonna feel like that?
I'll tell you this now. Everybody, I'll let him respond, and I'm gonna respond to that.
Okay,
listen, man, I would mourn, but I would not mourn as those who have no hope.
No.
Right?
Absolutely not.
As the word says, this brother
You
act
gonna
like
tell
he
me you ain't gonna feel that.
You'll feel it, but you'll live, and you'll move on.
I will feel it. I will
Yeah,
show no
I'm not-
listen, I'm gonna say, listen, I will feel it, but I will not be like, like, I'm sorry. I will be sad, definitely.
For sure.
But I
You
want
gon-
more
you gonna
than
be
those
sad,
who have
definitely?
no hope. I just
First
can't. I'm like,
I gotta
life
jump
has
in.
no meaning.
Yeah.
Because for me to come back and say life has no meaning, that means I put her in the place of an idol.
Yes,
Come
you did.
on.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
put
but
it-
wait,
yeah.
Rick.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
But Rick,
I'm here.
keep in mind, they ain't married, man. They ain't even married. This dude talk about he gonna lose his mind about a woman that he's not married to.
Now,
I mean-
these are facts. Now, you made a clear point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like now,
You made a clear
I
point.
would expect every one of us to be in some level of duress if we lost our wives.
Absolutely.
No question about it. Because again, we're talking about our wives. I ain't
That's
talking
fact.
about
That's
somebody
fact.
just having my
That's fact.
baby.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
but also
Okay,
we're
that's
also
all.
talking about men as well. So that's like I don't like promote like or support or condone divorce anyway. But this goes to the men and the women listening, even though we're talking primarily to the men. If your world ends solely because of a broken relationship, right, then you need some help to get you to be able to move on. You got to have some level of self-resiliency, level of strength. If your world ends because the person you love leaves, right, that means that your world was her.
Yes, come on.
So if your world ends because she leaves, right, then what you put your full focus in wasn't really where it should be. Like, first, keep it on God. Second, I love my wife, and I'm going to give her everything. I'm gonna give her everything, but she's not my everything.
But if you're gonna give her everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
You giving her everything. Mm-hmm. After she leaves, what does it feel like you have?
I still have
Christ.
No. What does it feel like you have? Because I understand. Now I understand what you're saying, right? Like, you don't definitely want to put anybody in the place of an idol. Like, that's never it. Mm-hmm. But when two things come together, remember, two things come together as one. And when we were in marriage counseling, right, they gave us this illustration. It was like taking one sheet of paper and taking another sheet of paper.
I know what you're talking about.
You remember that, gluing it together.
Yeah.
And then if you try to rip that, if you try to take it apart, you literally have to rip it apart. And even when you rip it apart, there's so much damage that's left over. If I'm an artist and I'm painting a picture and I'm letting you know the desperation that I'm gonna feel, I have to let you understand how deeply I'm gonna feel this moment. Now, granted, Jason was right. That ain't his wife, right? That ain't his wife.
That's big, though. That's huge.
Yeah, that's a huge point. And in the chat, I saw that's not his wife. So me fusing my life together with a woman who's not my wife, right? That ain't Christian. That's not that's not Bible. That's not it. But me fusing with my wife, and when she leaves or something happens, right? Me feeling that, my God, I gotta feel it.
Well, if I may, from a marriage counselor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Words are extremely powerful. If you say your world is going to end, or things like, where will I go? That's not healthy in any space. So whenever a relationship is severed, if that is the continued response, because yes, you're right, you can feel that way immediately. Okay. But if that feeling does not go away, that's a huge problem. Problem.
Yeah. Man, this is a good conversation. This is a really good conversation, bro. Yeah. And I'm glad you brought that up, Rick, because devil's advocate on that, because this makes sense, like, to kind of see the human side of everything. Yeah. And like, I really believe, like, do you believe that when these brothers wrote these songs, or because a lot of these dudes didn't write these songs, they just sung them.
Well, Devontae did write the song. Devontae wrote the song.
Yeah. Okay. Now somebody else, the song I dissected, somebody else wrote that song for Babyface, but that's the dude that got up and sang it. Now, I know, listen, we haven't gotten to our finish what I dissect yet, but let me ask y'all a quick question, because you brought up a good point. Do you believe that it kind of created a codependency mindset?
I'm not gonna say codependency mindset, right? I would say that my auntie used to say stuff like, there's this crybaby phenomenon, right? There's this these criers. All of a sudden, it's like this like outlet of cries, and she said it during this time, during the 90s, right? And the song that I was gonna reference later on would be End of the Road, right? And End of the Road, if you go through the lyrics of End of the Road, right, is preaching the same message as this one, right? Where there's so much of you that takes over my entire world. And I hope I didn't mess anything up. I'm not going there, so I hope I didn't mess you up, Chase. But
no, you good.
Awesome, right? But if you go through those lyrics, and I'm not gonna say it's codependency. It does paint a picture. It does paint a "you are my world" picture. And if it paints a "you are my world" picture outside of marriage, right? Or "you are my world" picture outside of, outside of the confines of a marriage, then yes, that is a bad picture to paint, right? And it is a picture that kind of leads some guys, because every guy's not like that. Every guy's not "you are my world." You feel what I'm saying? So it does put some people at a disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
And I think also we have to be careful with adopting a mentality with our wives that you are my first, but you're not the only. Like, there's some things that also must happen. So I think with songs like this, and with narratives out there that don't really paint a realistic picture of what marriage is about, where if we our spouse becomes our world, that means that nothing else matters outside of the marriage. And that also is problematic, because the Bible says, well, the Bible doesn't say, but there's scriptural patterns that suggest
that infers it.
Yeah, that infers the wife is first under God. The wife is first. Then you have family and obligations that helps you, like work. All right, for a man who cannot provide for his family, he's to be treated like an unbeliever. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there are priorities that take place. So in the scope of things, we have priorities. Our wives are first, but they're not only.
Correct.
And we got to be able to and the thing is, it's healthy for both the husband and the wife to understand that, right? Just like the husband needs to understand also. We're only talking to the men today, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Go. All right, so never mind, ladies. This is for next time. I'll let the ladies talk. Sorry. Yeah.
I feel you 100% though. Like when you're saying first and not only, that's absolutely true. Because of stuff like this, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, right? Like this whole thing right here, this is beautiful, right? We're coming together and we're doing something like this. But this does take away from date day. Does that make sense? And so
yeah. No, I got you. I tried to get it as early as I could, brother. All right.
You wild.
What time is it?
You wild.
You're on the East Coast?
I am on the East Coast. I am on the East Coast.
Avengers.
Yeah, both of them are in Atlanta.
What's good?
Oh, all of us. All right.
Okay, cool. But that's the thing, right? So yeah, you're right. Absolutely, first and not only, right? First and only woman in my life, right?
Yes.
But not first and only thing in the entire world.
I tried to fight for us. I tried to fight for trust. I tried to fight for this. I tried to fight for love. I tried to fight for us. I tried to fight for trust. I tried to fight for this. I tried to fight for love.